There must be something good. You're like super far out of the... I don't know if this is the...
Yeah, that's not really long enough.
It's an entirely different entrance. Oh my god.
Because it's a maze. And I actually am going to do the thing I said of, like... Actually give Luigi the soft hammer and the slow boots, and Mario is actually going to be the spike and damn it. Perfect timing. If I can go before oh good, it's just one. But because... and it's done. Good. I can be a scrub again. I guess now I have to start focusing on doing the the shell challenges. Damn it. But it's a funny thing that because of the starting the battle with Mario, he can just one-shot those now. Ooh, 110. And this will do the setup of his defense is lower now. Damn it. But again, I don't care because I don't have to be perfect anymore.
$80.
Damn it.
Oh. Ow. Bonk. The bonkening has begun. Give it a minute. Oh. See? They slow down. It's easier to catch them. Booyah. Lower stats? Deliver the pain.
Especially because it's the lower stats on top of the just natural damage increase to specific enemy types.
Special delivery! Pain!
I'm not hitting that button yet. Wait. Block. I'm probably gonna have to go this way around. Because I saw that, yeah. That shine, that... Okay, looks like I am going to have to hit the buttons to shift things around.
There's the nest. The wall.
Hold on, I saw it, I just... Just have to clear out everything.
Send in, everyone.
Which one? Everyone.
About 40. 60. You timed this right. They should just kill Cal.
231.
Because you got lucky.
Got lucky with the defense drop. Oh, damn it.
You got... Well, you still drove his
Yeah, I know it still drops his defense, and I love that. Oh, damn it. Again, might as well, because I need the excellence on this. Might as well start working towards this.
Come on, step it up. $161. Mario!
My, this goes on a while. This maze is very big. Okay, now time for the nest. Then I'm going to hit the button that's probably going to open the doors but shift everything around.
It's going to spin the walls. It's a merry-go-round.
Or a roundabout in the UK.
Yep.
What? Did something just move? Maybe if we climb up that, we see what shifted.
Ah!
That's a great idea. You'd stay down here on Hammer Duty, Luigi, and Mario, you'll go up there to see what's going on. So let me give it a try.
So you can literally spin and watch the maze.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's those two doors and that bottom door. The bottom.
Okay, yeah. So from the start, that one path is literally just the item box. And the thing, okay, and the no, you're spinning just the purple because it's the purple
yes, and
platform.
The two purple doors that are open are the one at the top, which that one would go up, but that will lead to a dead end. So it would be the one down, and then you go through the red and get into that section. Up.
You go through the red, go through the blue, go. Except if you go through the blue, that doesn't really get you anywhere because there's a wall. And
well, but the funny thing is, there's another hammer spot and one of the climbing right there.
That's what you would need. So you need to go.
Also, looking at it, the two item boxes. Also, like, I'm going for those two item boxes.
And that one at the start you never got.
Damn it.
Need to make an amazing emergency exit. Then we have breathtaking view from bridge.
Breathtaking view from bridge.
That was how it was translated.
Damn it.
It was breathtaking view from bridge.
Yes. Ooh, super mushroom.
They keep dropping those.
Good. Good, that fixes any complaints I would have had.
You've killed me.
Good.
We quote that a lot. You've killed me. Good. I do love that line.
Wasn't she just so pink and so charming? Oh, funny. I actually do have to go over here, it seems. Was she, really, though? Pink? Could that be? Oh dear, this maze has me terribly baffled. Mario, Luigi. I, wish beyond wishing that you were here to help. My world do I spot.
My word, I spot my mustache heroes?
I've, Oh. Oh my.
Yeah, baby, Birdo!
Why are you here? Huh? You're that happy to see the princess? Ah, not her. Gotcha. I see. Oh. That's unfortunate. Then, back to search for Princess Peach. See you later, my, adoring duo.
Oh, Birdo.
Why are you here?
Everyone in the Mushroom Kingdom got sucked into Concordia.
Ain't that convenient?
Though the fake out's pretty good.
Yes.
Oh, do I spy my darling mustache heroes? Haven't thought about Birdo in a while.
Because I don't think Birdo's been in a game in a hot minute. I think Birdo was in Mario Party Jamboree. Or if not Mario Party Jamboree.
Birdo was a boss in a Mario RPG.
Except because of that being the 90s. Didn't they actually use Birdo's Japanese name of Birdette?
I don't remember how the original...
I'm pretty sure...
You know what the fuck I'm talking about!
Yes, but I'm pretty sure because of the Woosley translation, they use Birdo's Japanese name of Birdette. And that's, of course, fixed in the modern version.
It was a Birdo.
Yes.
It was a Birdo. Doesn't matter. We can argue dumb semantic translations all up and down, but it was a Birdo. Mario RPG had Birdo, and they revived Mario RPG. I think Birdo is playable in Jamboree, though. I just haven't thought about Birdo in a minute.
Meaning that enemy only has like 100, like... What number did I do for damage? That was like 125?
I think.
And it means that enemy only has around like 125 health.
There are some kids who might not know what a Birdo is, and then I have to start counting my gray hairs.
I could make a joke about that, but because of the Switch Online, Mario 2 is in the NES games, so because...
But that's Ostro. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. We've talked about that.
Oh my. I already hate where this is going. I already hate where this is going, but the funny thing is the one spin that's given in a direct way back to the beginning, so that's convenient, I guess, though. Okay, the one invisible block is visible, so if the one invisible block is there in the center, this spins the outer ring, because this spins the outer Am I going to have to spin the center ring?
Oh.
Where the fuck is the spinning for the center ring then? Oh, wait, no, I don't. Oh, no, I don't think it's spinning the center ring. I think I have to spin the purple to get to that invisible block.
It's just funny that there might be some kids who don't know what a Birdo is.
Though, again, they've kept the re-releasing like Mario 2 and things somewhat frequently, so...
See?
Yeah. Holy shit. Ah, I hate this. Meaning that I guess I'll have to get out then, and if I get... out, so the way out is up there, I would need...
Sorry, W. Big Macadam.
You should. Well, there's that path that makes it easy to traverse. I kind of feel like you should have given me a flower to just jump between these two spots. Okay, I don't entirely know what the fuck I'm supposed to do.
There is a exclamation point block right there, and I bet that opens the green doors.
Fucking HUD covering everything.
You need the... Also,
What?
there's all that crap over here. And you could actually walk that way.
That's the start.
No, it isn't. There are blocks right here. That's not the start. You started down here. Go over here.
Okay, so...
You now have...
Hold on, I need to look. Then I can cut through the center and then cut there. Okay. That allows the cut.
Just go back and spin the...
Yeah, I was going to say that,
Yeah.
but to cut through the center.
Let's go to the third plaza. And we'll loop around to the other exclamation point blocks. I was pointing at the screen while solving that, not that anyone can see. Don't look where I'm pointing! That's one of my favorites. It just occurred to me you didn't go to the other plaza because it was different. If I'm right... That does it.
Yeah.
Purple flag up, around. Yeah. Okay. To the third plaza. Where are you going? It's up and around. Where are you going? It's up and up. No, like, you have to center around the purple, up, around, because there's a gate.
Yeah,
Go through the purple, go through the passing thing. There's a red gate over here now. You go up, follow around the corner. There's also enemies over here. What you thought was the beginning was an entirely different plaza, and that's probably going to solve a lot of this.
Solve my maze.
I'm thinking logically because it's a plaza we haven't been in. Unless this is the biggest troll of all time.
Damn it.
Who's ready for the switch too?
Motherfucker.
We're recording this in January, and there still hasn't been hide or tell of that thing.
because now, due to that leak that happened earlier today from, like, us recording, people now think that the Switch 2 reveal is going to be in April because we got another supposed hardware manufacturer basically posting a video of what is basically going to be the Switch 2.
Posting their nudes.
And just like every other supposed, like, hardware manufacturer and shit, I'm like, if any of this is real, I do not believe you for a second, because you just ruined your company for internet clout.
And if this ends up hilariously wrong, whoopsie doodles. Recording this on the 8th. It is January 8th, 2025. 10 o'clock p.m. Okay, 10:14 p.m. by New York time. I've talked about our time zone. We live in Georgia. That doesn't...
The point basically is everyone is now saying April because of that whole Switch 2 thing.
Different plaza.
Yeah. Congratulations, you made it. You finished the maze. Great job. Phew, we made it out. That took forever. Alright, Princess Peach has got to be around here somewhere. Just because you acknowledge it, game doesn't make it okay. Stop lampshading.
It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So, anyway, I have a bit of a silly question, but I love asking stuff like this because I like picking people's brains when it comes to silly nonsense. What is your general opinion on Birdo? Because I know a lot of people like her, a lot of people hate her. A lot of people are indifferent. I know that Birdo basically does invoke a certain minefield, but for the sake of American continuity and for the sake of how I like viewing the character, I will always treat Birdo as a woman. And personally, given the odd connotations of how Birdo was handled in the past, and then somewhat corrected, but at the same time, basically glossed over. Yes, in my mind, Birdo is trans, but again, Birdo invokes a minefield, and modern American canon things basically never bring up any aspect of Birdo being trans. Technically, I should say English canon, because the UK basically does copy this for the most part as well, other than one or two weird times where their translations were slightly different. So, in general, Birdo is treated as a woman, and no mention of anything trans-related is ever used in modern stuff. They sort of scrubbed that out, which is unfortunate, because in my mind, Birdo is a trans character and a lovely trans icon, because they basically took a character that had a questionable origin, sort of transformed that character into a character that was trans, and then sort of awkwardly scrubbed all of that out, which is a shame, and I do wish Nintendo would more openly embrace Birdo as a trans woman. Because, in my mind, Birdo will always be trans, and I personally love that. Because I think Birdo, at that point, is a good trans character. Because she basically really owns being a woman. And because of how they've treated Birdo, I think that's really nice, but again, this is kind of a minefield. In my mind, not so much because Birdo is technically trans, but because Birdo's origins are dubious and confusing and basically kind of problematic. But I'm not here to shit on trans people. The love of my life is trans, and oh my god, I love her. Honey, if you happen to hear this, you know I love you very much. You're a beautiful, valid woman, and you know I feel that way. While I did say this was a bit of a silly question, it does hold a bit more meaning depending on how you interpret Birdo, because a lot of people do interpret Birdo as a lovely trans woman, which again I think is cool, but my question is more about your general consensus on Birdo, since a lot of people are conflicted on the character. Again, due to the trans stuff and the confusing minefield of Birdo's origins, because so much of that is a mess I would rather not deal with. Because the trans origin basically was handled initially very poorly in a way that was, we'll say, old-fashioned because of how they portrayed Birdo, because of Japan's view on trans people. But again, I'm not here to talk about that. Look it up, it's fascinating. As far as America and Europe are generally concerned, Birdo is a woman, that's all she is. So, if you've been keeping up with Mario games for well over 20 years at this point, Birdo has been stated to be a woman so much you might not actually know Birdo has very confusing trans origins that are basically problematic. Again, not that being trans is a problem, but Birdo's origins come from that awkward time where being trans could be represented incredibly poorly, and that would mean Birdo's early incarnation could be viewed as insensitive instead of how it was ultimately portrayed before Nintendo of America and, for the most part, Nintendo of Europe sort of pushed all of that under the rug. So my interpretation of Birdo will always be a better interpretation of Birdo being trans, because I think that's fine. I just think her origins are rude, insensitive, and kind of crazy. God, the 80s were magical when it comes to basically portraying things that people didn't understand. God, it's so insensitive, it's kind of funny. Again, I'm dating a trans person, and I'm only saying that to basically be 100% clear. I love her to death. So, in my mind, Birdo and her are the same, and I am not going to trash on the trans community. I'm gender fluid, for Christ's sake. But anyway, this is getting a bit too real. You can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.